Alright, so weather being the way it was, I decided to probably go ahead and I took the motor back off and handle this transom situation along with a couple other things, because now I'm probably shooting for next weekend. So a few things that I'm doing, I'm going to go ahead and reinforce that front, that U-bolt rather, connection. I'm going to glass the front and the back of this. I'm going to go ahead and get that other seat in, and I'm fairing some of these areas here that I need to fill in, and maybe just make a little more progress while we're waiting on getting it in the water. It's blowing windy really hard yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and the weather's supposed to improve towards the end of or maybe the middle of the week, or maybe even sooner than that, but I'll be busy during the week. So that's the plan, to go ahead and take advantage of the time that we have. What I've done here is cut some pieces of hardwood and put some resin between each layer and screwed each layer down with some 3-inch screws. And then instead of coming from here and going up like I thought I was, that I took and just mitered a board on the ends and extended it out, so it'll just rise up there a little bit and go straight across. I think that'll look all right. What I'm gonna do today is glass that over. I went ahead and put in, when it was on the trailer and I was in the boat, standing there, it just felt like it needed some more support. So I went ahead and put in 3 stiffeners on the inside, like I did the outside. All right, I'm getting ready to glass the bottom of the front seat, and what I've gotten done so far, I got the reinforcement patch up there. I glassed the back side of this, and I've got 2 layers of cloth that I've extended all the way from both sides, and then 1 layer of chopped mat over that. As long as it's wet, you can lay up multiple layers. It takes a little practice to where you can work it real good, and that's all just filler that I filled in the cracks and whatnot before I put the fiberglass in, because you don't want any air bubbles if you can stand it. Areas like this, I'll just sand those off and glass over, resin over rather. All right, and then when I mix a batch of resin for the seat there, I'm going to be putting in these resin and fiberglass over these little blocks. The reason for that is it's in line with the seat, and I'm going to be putting in, let me use my fingers, a support from there on an angle and then back down to there. That's extremely rigid, and that support will help the hull become a little more less flexible. And then when I'm walking in here, it already feels better with these runners. When you start to get to the area that's curved, it's naturally stronger. The flat section is the section I'm trying to beef up. And those little supports, I'm actually going to do something cool with some pipe and some crimped ends, and maybe paint them a neat color or something like that. So that's kind of a last minute thought, something that's easy to do, and something I think will really strengthen the flatness of the bottom of this boat. Alright, so I got the pads sort of glassed in, and I took some conduit, just some, I guess this is 1/2-inch conduit, and I crimped one end and then bent it while I was in the vise, and the other end on some angles. I just kind of guessed at them, and I got 12 inches in between the crimps, and the idea is that it will do, I think I'm gonna mount them like that, so it'll have more pressure in the middle on that, and then up under the seat. The angle's not quite right, but I'll screw it down and then bend this one up and screw it there. But I'll get them put in and show you what they look like. Alright, so there you go. Pretty crude, but and I could have made some wooden bracing to go in there, but I would have had to glass it and everything, and man, that's just a lot of work. So and the way this is mounted, it'll actually take a pretty decent amount of force. Anyway, that and you know, I need to pull those screws out and replace them with stainless screws and put some Marine 5200 underneath there. But that's just sort of the mock-up. I think it'll work out pretty good. So it's a little extra touch. And with the day winding down and trying to let everything cure overnight, go ahead and get another coat on these seats. And they've already got 2 coats on the underneath side, and they'll get 2 or 3 coats on the top side. But you can look at that one and tell it's got a one heavy coat on the top, and that Spanish cedar, boy, it really sucks it up. I mean, 3 coats probably minimum on this stuff. All right, the other thing that I'm going to do is this roller is made for a V, you know, a boat with a V bow or whatever. I'm going to take this out and put a block of wood in here, and then put a 2x4 on there with some carpet that will rest nicely up against this the front of the boat and keep all this mess from happening. Not that I care a whole lot, I mean, but it would just better suit the type of boat. Oh yeah. Bit of carpet that I pulled up from the bedroom. Wife won't mind. Gotta protect the boat. There you go. That's right. Alright, so we are off. Going to take a stop by the Department of Natural Resources office and apply for a homemade boat hull ID number, which hopefully will go well. I got my reinforcing done there. I got this side glassed. I got a couple coats of urethane on here. Even though this top is going to get painted, I want to seal it up real good with urethane. Okay, so we're good to go. I got the other seat in, the other braces. Yeah, so this is it. It's a beautiful day. I mean, man, couldn't ask for a prettier day. So maybe we'll go. The break-in period on this motor is ridiculous. It's like 10 hours, and you have to change RPM, and you can't, you know, keep it at the idle for too long or high speed too long. So anyway, we'll go through a bunch of that today if it goes well. The boat tows so much better now. I put that bolt through that breakaway part of the trailer, so basically now it's a fixed trailer, and it's really smooth. And that little pad, that 2x4 pad on the front with the carpet, makes it look and feel way more stable. Alright, we're here at the third boat landing. The first one I went to, as I was pulling up, there's a DNR vehicle going by. And then I went to the second one, and there was another guy there, and he was down at the water questioning this crabbing guy or whatever. Anyway, so this is about the only other option we had, and it looks to be coast clear, so we're gonna give it a try. Alright, we are officially in the water and motoring. So so far so good. Looks like it's a little bit of a leak there at the drain plug, but I don't have the proper sleeve in there anyway. So alright, here we are, main voyage. Beautiful day. No tickets yet. The lady on the dock was just absolutely fascinated that you could build a boat. Alright, I just had the boat planed off for a bit. It's porpoising, so I don't know what to do about that. I gotta figure it out. It feels real solid. I'm gonna try and do it again with the camera rolling here, and give you an idea of what I'm dealing with here. So I may, unfortunately, the motor's trimmed down as far as it'll go, so I don't know at this point what exactly I can do. But here we go. Camera down and try to run it a little faster, see what happens, but I don't want to do that with the camera in my hand, so I'll report back in a minute. Alright, give you a quick little view of from the bow here, looking backwards. And hey, I forgot my level, so I can't even mark the deck like I wanted to up front. But I think what's happening is I think that motor's still mounted too low. Because when I got it up on plane, the best I could, I looked back and you're supposed to be able to see that fin, that anti-cavitation fin on top of the water, and it's still underneath the water. So unfortunately, I think I got to keep coming up a couple more inches with that transom. So. But live and learn. I'll call this a success because I haven't sunk. But it's disappointing that it didn't run right. But hey, we'll stay at it. That was a neat little camping spot up here. I have never been up on this bank before. Looks like people have been having a fire there. There's gorgeous trees. I'll look at this on the Google Maps and see if it's private property. It'd be a beautiful piece of property to own. I can tell you that. Anyway, just thought I'd take a second to get out and see what it looks like floating. So.